Welcome back. Topping our news this half hour, the real possibility the season's first named tropical storm will form this weekend.
That's right. Let's find out how it may impact us here on the Suncoast. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob, what can you tell us?
Well, it's already having an impact in some regards. Disassociated with the center area of low pressure, there's a lot of tropical moisture coming up right into Florida right now, and that is causing some torrential downpours throughout our region. Let's get a look at the GFS. It's really made a shift now. It's moved off further to the west. It's still going to be close enough to possibly bring us some strong, heavy rainfall and some banding features, but that's going to be kind of dicey. That'll happen on Saturday, it looks like, and into early Sunday morning. Earlier, we saw this shift, and we probably thought it was going to continue on that way, and sure enough, it did. Last night, we said 11 o'clock it shifted west, and it continues to do so, but we're still on that edge of showers and heavy rainfall, even into Sunday morning. And this is, again, a depiction, a model. It doesn't necessarily mean that's the way it's going to be, and there certainly could be a little shift to the right. It all depends upon how strong the high-pressure ridge that will be driving the system does become over the upcoming days, and the models are starting to agree that it may be a little bit stronger than it had earlier been predicted. Now, you can see that rain extends all the way over to the east coast, too, with this particular model. So we're not over with the rain. Even though that low may be parallel with us, it's going to still bring this tropical moisture, a plume of heavy weather our way, it looks like, on and through Sunday. Monday maybe a little bit better, a little less of a chance for rain on into Monday. Now, that rain I mentioned is fairly heavy across the region. Look at this. A tremendous amount of rainfall in just a short period of time. It gives you a little indication. We're projecting the heavy rainfall over the weekend, but just this line of showers and storms produced over 1.5 inches to nearly 2 inches of rainfall. And we're projecting about 3 inches for everyone. Well, we have to get through Friday, too, and that, too, could bring up to 2 inches of rainfall. Then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we could see an additional 3 inches of rain. I wouldn't be surprised to see some totals up there near 5 to possibly as much as 8 inches before it's all said and done. That heavy rain in Northport has wound on down now, and we're starting to see some heavier rainfall moving up toward Osprey and Nokomis and Palmer Ranch. Look at this rainfall rate at 2.55 inches there at Lakewood Ranch. It's coming down, and notice a lot more lightning strikes today, and that's a result of that, again, a little bit more sunshine today, a little bit more lift in the atmosphere, allowing those storms to really peak up into the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. Now, as far as Bayshore Gardens is concerned, you had some rain earlier. You get more as that's heading to the northwest at 10 miles an hour. Real quickly on the plot, most of the models now kind of clustering together further away from the west central Florida. That's good news. Bad news is it's going to be a poorly organized system, meaning that it won't all be around the center where the bad weather will be. A lot of it will be spreading off to the east, and we're in that area, so we'll keep an eye on it, very close watch on it, especially over the weekend when we expect to see the heaviest rain, if indeed it gets close enough to us. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. The impending weather has some reconsidering their scheduled trips to the area.
Hotels, tours, and even events are having trouble booking activities like they usually do before a big holiday weekend. ABC 7's Adam Cellini spoke to some different island businesses that say customers are second-guessing their reservations.
Well, it was a beautiful afternoon out here on Anna Maria Island, but what if it doesn't hold up for the holiday weekend? That question weighing heavy on the minds of those who have spent money or are looking to spend money to visit the area. No vacancy will be a popular sign on Anna Maria Island this weekend.
Every hotel up and down the island here is sold out that I know of, and I network with many of them.
Eric Cairn says people book rooms at his Cedar Cove resort months before holiday weekends like Memorial Day. But this year,
we've had a few people call for cancellations, but I mean, it's going to be rain.
Down the road, Julie Kirkwood is running into a similar attitude. She runs a Segway tour in Bradenton Beach and helps other operators on the island book their activities.
Normally in planning a vacation weekend, people are, booking their activities sometimes at least 2 weeks in advance.
However, this weekend,
people are more of the wait and see attitude this weekend, which I think leaves a lot of us operators a little up in the air to know what it's going to look like financially.
Bill Kinney decided it wasn't worth the risk, postponing the second annual St. Armand Seafood and Music Festival 1 week to June 2nd and 3rd.
3 o'clock in the morning, we checked the weather again, and as they say, all hands on deck. So we had to make our changes.
Kinney says the event will still go on almost exactly as planned, but moving it has already cost money and significant time.
Yeah, sure, but that's part of the risk. It is what it is. When when the day's over, you brush yourself off and move on to the next event.
As for Cairns, the no vacancy sign is staying up. Like many rentals, Cedar Cove will keep your deposit within 21 days of a reservation. And all of those worried customers ended up changing their minds.
Rain or shine, you will have a guaranteed great time. It's a great island. You'll love it.
And as for those booking through online apps like Airbnb, owners do have the option to charge 50% of the full price if your notice of a cancellation comes less than a week before that booking is scheduled. In Anna Maria Island, Adam Cellini, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Okay, Adam, thanks for that update. A follow-up now to a former Pinellas County deputy charged with DUI manslaughter in Manatee County. Trial begins today for Timothy Vaughn. Troopers say in May of 2016, Vaughn changed lanes at the intersection of US 41 and 37th Street on Palmetto and then hit a motorcycle in front of him. 20-year-old Alexandria Marler was a passenger on that motorcycle. She was thrown off and run over by Vaughn's vehicle. Investigators say Vaughn was under the influence of alcohol at the time.
A vigilant Venice resident helps police arrest a man accused of drug possession and wanted for other crimes. A citizen became suspicious when the man was found looking around some bushes at a shopping center parking lot. Police found the man in possession of meth, marijuana, and prescription drugs. Police say he was also armed with a gun. Venice police reminding residents that this is the definition of if you see something, say something.
We're very thankful that a concerned citizen came forward, identified a person acting suspiciously, notified the police department. Our officers responded, and he is now currently in custody, facing a few charges. And like I said, the investigation will be continuing.
Police now are looking into if the man is connected to other crimes in the community.
It's been a long time coming, but progress is finally being made in a project that will extend Lakewood Ranch Boulevard. The new road will connect Fruitville to University Parkway along I-75. After years of back and forth, tomorrow the developer will open the bids to decide which contractor is going to build this road all the way south to Fruitville. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano has an update on that project.
For years, any expansion to Lakewood Ranch Boulevard has been a controversial topic.
This is ridiculous to do any of this.
But whether some residents like it or not, the development has already been approved. Soon, 5,100 homes will be built by the Lakewood Ranch Stewardship District here on the south side of University Parkway. But first, the county has required them to build a road that will sufficiently hold the traffic flow it will bring to this area.
It's that road right here, adjacent to I-75.
That road for now is Wendell Kent Road, but it will soon be the new Lakewood Ranch Boulevard. Peter Young is the executive pastor of the Church of Hope on Wendell Kent Road. He says this extension is part of the reason they moved here in the first place.
So here we are located on a major connector between University and Fruitville. So thankful that it will free the flow of traffic because of the congestion that we see almost every day on I-75.
The $15 million construction will widen the 2 lanes to 4 from Wendell Kent Road, which starts at the Blue Sarasota Water Tower, south to Coburn Road, which lets out at Fruitville.
I think anything that's going to let traffic go north and south is a good thing because there's a lot of traffic in this town.
Especially, Jay Lingo says, on I-75.
Just about every other day it's backed up. You can't get nowhere, and if you get stuck on the interstate, it really sucks. I mean, it's bad. I mean, I avoid it at all as much as I can.
That was ABC 7's Taylor Torregano reporting. The developers say they will choose the contractor who will do the extension in 2 weeks and then break ground at the end of June. They hope to have it complete 15 months after that. Manatee County Area Transit is starting a new Summer Connection bus pass for young people in the area. For just $25, the pass provides anyone 19 or younger unlimited bus rides. The pass can also be used on Route 99 buses connecting Manatee and Sarasota County. The Summer Connection Pass will be good from June 1st till the end of August and are available at MCAT transit stations in Bradenton or by mail order.
School's out for the summer for students in Sarasota County. Students at Ashton Elementary School celebrating their last day with a luau party today. With a fun summer ahead after a long school year, some of the students we talked to say they really love their school.
My favorite thing was the luau party because you got to have really fun games and you got to have a shish kebab. but it was a fruit one. Getting to meet new friends because lots of people were new that came to Ashton and they were all in my class.
Manatee County students still have a couple more days. Their last day is on Tuesday.
Well, big congratulations for all of those that finished this school year with a bang.
Absolutely. Still to come on your Suncoast News.
The two biggest health burdens that could be cutting years off of your lives. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Peterson Toyota of Sarasota offers hundreds of models to choose from. And now you can take your shopping experience to the next level with SRQ Plus. You'll love its added benefits exclusively at Peterson Toyota of Sarasota or toyotaofsarasota.com.
Thank you.
You are the best protection she has. Buddy up. I'm Jill Harrington. Please visit HelpSaveTheNextGirl.com and get involved.
We answered the call of duty and left our homes to serve in far-off lands. Now we answer another call, this time at home, in our own communities, to respond in times of chaos, to use our strength, our skills, and our experiences to bring hope amid devastation and destruction. Together, as a team of brothers and sisters, we're continuing our mission to make this country a little stronger and a little better each day. We are Team Rubicon.
All hands on deck.
What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
Okay, so what would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
We are problem solvers striving for answers. Relevancy on every platform. We are driven to create content that's compelling, engaging, where it matters. We are neighbors that care about solutions, believers in making a difference, leaders, innovating in an exciting era of multimedia, reaching to always be the gold standard in our evolving landscape. We are Raycom Media. Find your opportunity today.
Serving part-time as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment to get an edge in the civilian world. Learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you at NationalGuard.com.
Addictive substances are a huge burden on our collective health, but in 2015 alone, 2 substances shaved millions of lives, millions of years off of our lives. Kim Hutcherson tells us about a new study on the effects of substance abuse.
Substance abuse cut more than 250 million years off our collective lives in 2015. Researchers studied data from health organizations around the world. Their findings provide the most up-to-date information on the effects of substance abuse on our collective health. Cigarettes and other smoking tobacco products were the biggest burden. Researchers estimate that 15.2% of all adults smoke. We lost nearly 171 million collective life years to smoking tobacco. Heavy alcohol use produced the second largest burden, despite more people using it. 18.3% of all adults regularly use alcohol, according to researchers' estimates. Heavy drinking cost 85 million collective life years in 2015. Illicit drug use was the 3rd largest strain on our health. Opioids, cocaine, and amphetamines combined trimmed 27.8 million years off of our lives. Researchers say more rigorous data collection methods are needed to improve future studies. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, a little taste of things to come here as skies were partly cloudy throughout most of the day. Beautiful day, warm, muggy out there, and then watch this, after about 5 o'clock, clouds start to darken up, and then, boy, the rains came fast and heavy at times, and that rainfall rate up to 2.5 inches an hour. Get used to it, because I think even if the low stays far away from us, we're still going to get that east side, which is always a dirty side, which can bring some periods of very heavy rainfall, and then with the ground saturated, it doesn't take much to cause the flooding of the roadways and the rivers. Although they've gone below bankful, they are very high, and they wouldn't take much to get those going again as far as flooding is concerned. 90% chance of developing. Now, when we see 90% chance of developing, that means a center low pressure. It doesn't necessarily mean a named storm. It could be a tropical depression, subtropical depression, meaning it doesn't have the true tropical characteristics that a normal tropical cyclone would have. But 90% usually indicates that you're not going to go down from there. It's going to develop into a tropical depression, I would say, at least. And there's a potential of it becoming a tropical storm as it makes its way now. The best favorite area is toward the North Gulf Coast states, say around Alabama, the panhandle of Florida. But still, that's not definite. That's not certain. Although all the models are kind of shifting that way, things could change. A lot of times we get convection developing east of the center, what we're seeing today, and that low pressure can actually redevelop and reform. We saw it with Gabrielle in 2001 when it was here near the Yucatan Peninsula. Next thing you know, it moved very quickly, over 150 miles, or redeveloped closer to the west coast of Florida. Lots of dry air still around, so we don't anticipate too much of development over the next 24 hours, but that dry air is starting to thin out. And this is one forecast model, the GFS. This is the United States model, the American model, showing the rainfall on Saturday, and that deep red and yellow, that's where the tremendous downpours will be, but that gets very close to us. So a shift to the east doesn't take much, and we'll be right in the thick of things. But as far as any kind of windy weather goes, it will be breezy. You'll notice that. Winds could pick up throughout the day on Saturday and Sunday. One thing to note, that if you go to the beach on Sunday and even Saturday, the rip currents are going to be fairly high as a result of that west to southwest wind trailing behind the actual low pressure. And it looks like it kind of stays right there for a couple of days. This is Monday at 6 o'clock, and still near New Orleans, bringing in some heavy rainfall there. Speaking of that, look at all this moisture right here. This is what we're in for, and again, that low pressure several hundred miles west of that, and this is just that tropical moisture out ahead of it, which will kind of pinwheel right over the southern portion of the state and into west central Florida. This is the sea breeze front really acting up today, and boy, it's coming down and has already done so near Northport, Inglewood, Venice. You're in the clear now in terms of any heavy rainfall. It's still light rainfall there. Arcadia's had some pretty big storms too, but get a look at what's happening here. This is some heavy rainfall again near Sarasota and stretching up toward West Samoset. Longboat Key, if it holds together, and I think it will, right around 6:03 tonight. And it looks like Holmes Beach, 6:24 a little later. That's heavy rain in downtown Sarasota near Lido, stretching off toward the southern end of Longboat Key. You see the movement and motion now to the northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Now, we mentioned the rainfall totals. What we can expect from this tropical system? It looks like right now 3 to 4 inches of rain across most of the area. Some isolated areas could get as much as, I would say, 5 to 6 inches of rain. This is just with our afternoon storms today. 1.8 right there in the west of Tarpon Point, and South Venice 0.6, 1.4 near Jacaranda. So 1.5 inches in just a short period of time, and that's going to be the case, I think, on Friday. More showers and storms developing in the afternoon and evening as we take you through time tomorrow. Looks good. In the morning, should have some clouds around, a few showers possible, but mainly in the afternoon and evening, and is when we'll see that good deal of scattered shower and thunderstorm activity on in through Friday. Well, much more coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. We'll check back in with you soon. Time now to check your first alert traffic for the drive home. We are seeing a crash on US 41 in the southbound lanes just after the Bay Vista Street. The two right southbound lanes are blocked. Traffic is slow moving all the way back to Boniva Road. The northbound lanes are backed up in that area from this accident as well, so keep that in mind if you're heading home.
In December, when Congress passed the massive tax cut package, many hoped that they would see some money coming back into their paychecks, according to numbers from the IRS.
The average household in the United States earns around $75,000 per year. And those are the people that should benefit pretty dramatically, and they're the ones that are the biggest group. So the biggest group will benefit.
A new poll out suggests that many have not seen a difference in their paychecks. Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, we'll take a look at just who qualified for the tax cuts and how businesses are spending the money they've saved in those tax breaks.
Well, stay with us. Entertainment news is coming up next.
Get to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota for big savings during the Jeep Celebration event. Shop the area's largest selection of new 2018 Jeep Wranglers, or get the most awarded SUV of all time, a new Jeep Cherokee, for as little as $19,999. Find the path to your next great adventure in the all-new Jeep Compass for just $17,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TruStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TruStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
There's nothing like this trail in Alabama. It just goes from the northern part of the state to the southern part of the state. We see all kind of different terrains, great value, and great fun. We've been coming for 18 years. We started off with a group of 8, grew to 12, and grew to 16. And we love it because where else can you get world-class golf courses with world-class accommodations? To be able to play these type of courses in this environment, and the difficulty keeps us coming back over and over and over again.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC 7 is seeking a part-time media controller to manage various stages of video on-air content playout. General computer skills are an absolute must. Visit mysuncoast.com/job-of-the-day to apply. Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Webb.
And I'm Ray Collins. The nation's best female college rowers are arriving now at Benderson Park.
We're going to tell you what this could mean for the future of competitions like this coming to the area tomorrow on Good Morning Suncoast. John?
So we continue to watch, of course, this massive showers lifting north out of the Caribbean and its impact on our weather.
Tomorrow at 5 on ABC 7's Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Oscar award-winning actor Morgan Freeman facing accusations of sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior.
CNN reports 8 people claim they were either harassed by Freeman or endured improper behavior from him. 8 others say they witnessed Freeman's alleged conduct. The 80-year-old is one of Hollywood's biggest stars. His movie career spans nearly 50 years. Freeman has issued a statement saying he apologizes to anyone who felt uncomfortable or disrespected.
And law enforcement officials say Harvey Weinstein is expected to surrender to authorities Friday morning to face criminal charges he sexually assaulted women. The officials say the charges are related to a former actress who said Weinstein assaulted her in his New York offices in 2004. A grand jury has been hearing evidence in this case for weeks. The criminal charge against the film producer would be the first since scores of women began coming forward to accuse him of harassment or assault. Weinstein is under investigations in New York, London, and Los Angeles after dozens of women have accused him of sex assault and other crimes.
From Elaine on Seinfeld to Selena Meyer on Veep, Julia Louis-Dreyfus has made us laugh for decades, winning 11 Emmys along the way. She made history last year, winning her 6th straight Emmy for Best Actress in a Comedy. She's also the first actor ever to rack up that many consecutive wins for a single role. Now she's getting the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, an award that's gone to Steve Martin, Tina Fey, Richard Pryor, and other comedic legends.
Danica Patrick now has her first post-retirement gig hosting the ESPYs. Patrick plans to retire from racing after Sunday's Indianapolis 500, where her 4th place finish back in 2005 is the highest ever by a woman. She'll also be the first woman to host the ESPYs. ESPN says Patrick holds the record for most consecutive years attending the show by any athlete. That's 13 years. And she even met her current boyfriend there, Green Bay Packer quarterback Aaron Rodgers, at the show. The ESPYs will air right here live on ABC 7 on July 18th. And Danica is still plenty fast. She's been retired from IndyCar. She did NASCAR after that.
Right.
And then she qualified 7th for this Sunday's race.
Impressive woman.
Yep.
Well, stay with us. We'll be right back with more news and weather.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $15 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand with no surprises and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 4 times in a row. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 800-457-2317. Go online or visit a Target store today.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC 7 News app.